Good afternoon, students. I am Dr. Sanjay Mundara. I will be responsible to teach you about the most so-called the toughest part in anatomy, that is head and neck. And we all know that in our head we have got a brain, and the brain is an organ which have a control on your intelligence, on your memory, on your emotions. Your all bodily activities are being performed and controlled by your brain. Your brain adapts to the surrounding, and as per the surrounding, it reacts to the surrounding. Our brain has got a different type of nervous system. Before that, our brain is been placed into a cranial vault. The brain weighs about 1500 grams, that is 1.5 kilo, but it is been embedded in a special fluid called as cerebrospinal fluid, or in short it is called as CSF. CSF makes the brain to float into the cranial vault, and it reduces its weight merely up to 50 grams. You can just imagine if CSF wouldn't have been there. If you keep 1500 milligram of your weight on your head, will you be able to move your head that freely? You can't. But just because that amount of weight which has been kept on a CSF, we can easily turn our head. If a hot chick is just passing by, you can just turn and you can look into for that beautiful girl. But how that is possible? You can just turn it. That is just because and that is effortless. And that is happens because of CSF. So the brain has got two type of nervous system. One is called as central nervous system, and one is called as peripheral nervous system. The central nervous system comprises of brain and spinal cord. These together they form, they are a part of central nervous system, brain and spinal cord. The peripheral nervous system. The peripheral nervous system is of two types, that can be called as skeletal nervous system and autonomic nervous system. The peripheral nervous system comprises of spinal nerve, 31 pairs of spinal nerve and 12 pairs of cranial nerves. But functionally we can call as afferent nervous system and efferent nervous system. Afferent means which is going towards the brain is called as afferent, and which is coming out from the brain is called as efferent. Afferent nervous system is made up of what? The nerve which carries the impulse from your muscles or from the gland towards the brain is called as afferent. And when you consult your brain, and when brain gives the impulse which is carried from the brain to the muscle or to the gland or to the tissue, we call it as an efferent. The peripheral nervous system. Okay, so the peripheral nervous system has got efferent and afferent, and again for a functional type we say them as for a nervous system we say that there is a somatic nervous system, or means the impulse which are carried from the brain. I am talking about efferent. Efferent are again of two types, that is skeletal and involuntary. You have got two, you can say that is a voluntary and involuntary. Voluntary is what? Voluntary means which is at your control. we call them as voluntary. And involuntary is what? Which you don't have a control. Means in other words, if I want to keep this chalk here, I can put like that, I can put like this, it depends on my will. So that is called as voluntary. You have heard that people taking VRS. In the service they take VRS. VRS means they resign on their own. They are doing a job. The voluntary retirement scheme, that is called as a voluntary retirement. You are supposed to work up to age of 60, but one fine morning you realize कि बस बहुत काम कर लिया मैंने. And at age of 55 you say I am quitting. So you say that, you go to the company and say that I want to have a VRS. VRS means it is my will. So whatever movement we do, the movement which are under our control. If I want to put my hair like this is my style, my voluntary thing. That is which is under my control. But there is another system that is called involuntary system. Involuntary system means where you don't have any control. Means in other words, do you have a control on your heartbeat? Not at all. If your crush is going on and if you see him, you may get a palpitation. Do you have your controls to increase your respiratory rate? Not at all. Do you have your control to release of so many glands in your body? For example, if you are talking about endocrine gland, do you have any control on your endocrine gland? Can you say that कि आज मेरा थायराइड का हार्मोन इतना ही निकलना चाहिए, इससे ज़्यादा नहीं निकलेगा. मेरा इंसुलिन है, आज मेरा इंसुलिन 5 ml ही निकलना चाहिए, 5 ml से एक भी ज़्यादा नहीं निकलेगा. Can you? Not at all. So that is been decided by the body, and that we call as an involuntary nervous system. And your involuntary nervous system is again controlled by two people. One is called as a parasympathetic nervous system and one is called as a sympathetic nervous system. The sympathetic nervous system is a system which increases your heart rate, which increases your respiratory rate, which causes increase in endocrine gland secretion, but which causes reduce in absorption of food, which reduce the motility of the intestine. But it's like very simple. Sympathetic nervous system means whenever there is a fear or fright, means for example, a date has been announced that tomorrow evening your first year results are going to come, and with the thought of the result, at 5 o'clock the date is going to get open and your result will be displayed. From 3:30 or 4 o'clock onward, you will start becoming impatient. What will happen? There will be more of the heartbeat will be high, the respiratory rate will be high, the saliva, your mouth will be dry, the saliva secretion can be less, your digestion will be less, your hunger will be less. When you are in fear or fright, do you feel hungry? Not at all. So sympathetic nervous system is a nervous system which has got a control on your fear and fright. But yes, when you get to fear and fright, what is the hormone which will gush into your body? When you get excited, adrenaline, very good. Adrenaline is a hormone. Adrenaline start gushing. There is a surge of adrenaline. And when adrenaline comes into your blood, there will be a rise in blood pressure, there is a rise in pulse rate, there is a rise in respiratory rate, everything, all secretions start gushing. So, sympathetic nervous system is a nervous system which has got a control on fear and fright. And sympathetic nervous system, they are chiefly made with the thoracic and lumbar nerves. The spinal nerve which comes from the thorax and lumbar, those are the sympathetic nervous system made from there. And we have got one more nervous system, that is called as the parasympathetic nervous system. Parasympathetic nervous system does exactly opposite work what the sympathetic nervous system does. Parasympathetic nervous system will cause a reduce in heart rate, it will cause a reduce in blood pressure, it will cause a reduce in the vital parameter will get reduced, but it will increase your hunger, it will increase your digestion, it can increase the sweat. The sweat gland, there will be more sweat, but salivary gland in parasympathetic nervous system there can be a dryness of mouth, but in parasympathetic nervous system there won't be a dryness. But parasympathetic nervous system is made up with a combination of the cranial nerve and the cervical nerve and the sacral nerves. They form a parasympathetic. Parasympathetic and parasympathetic is altogether a very different chapter. I am just giving an outline. So this we have got a different type of a nervous system. Now coming to our today's topic. Today's topic is like we are going to talk about the meninges. The meninges are the covering on your brain. Your brain is a very, very delicate organ, and it has to be protected from so many things. It has to be protected from the shocks. Every time you have read in your physics about the property of inertia, I hope you have heard it. What is the property of inertia? Whenever you are in a train or in a bus, if the bus is moving or the train is moving, your body is also moving. Though you are sitting in the one place, but your body is also moving. Whenever the train stops, after few seconds, your body also stops, and body goes ahead and come backward. The train has already stopped. The train motion has been stopped, but your body is still in motion. Once the train stops, after a few seconds, suddenly you do like this. Means that's called a property of inertia. So what happens? What is meninges does? Is your brain. Many a time you fall down, and when you fall down, your brain is being embedded inside the meninges, and inside the meninges you have got a cerebrospinal fluid. So when you fall down, your head goes and it hits on your frontal skull bone, and then it again goes back, just like a property of inertia, and it can hit onto your occipital part. Then there would have been injury, but that doesn't happen. This small injury doesn't happen. Why? Because your brain is always protected 24/7. It is being protected by the meninges and by the cerebrospinal fluid. You have got, God has decided, given a very superb protection to your brain, and He has given you multiple covering to your brain. It's just like that. You have got a card which has been given by your boyfriend, and it's very close to your heart. What you will do? You won't keep it like that. You will take it. You एक प्लास्टिक का बैग लेके उसके अंदर डालोगे, उसको स्टैपल करोगे, दूसरा एक बैग, 2-3 टाइप, मतलब इसको कभी भी कुछ नहीं होना चाहिए. In the same way, your brain is being protected with different type of meninges. And what are the different type of meninges? The different type of meninges, presuming that this I believe what should be this?
Cerebrum.
This should be cerebrum. Here you will get the basal ganglion, or this is basal ganglion. This is
Pons.
pons.
Medulla.
This is
Medulla oblongata.
medulla. This is spinal cord, and this will be
Cerebellum.
cerebellum. This is what we are looking from the cross section. Okay, assuming that this is the brain, and I believe you have studied about the cerebrum, and in cerebrum you have studied about the sulci and gyri. So the sulci are what?
Depression.
Sulci are nothing but they are the depression, and gyri are the projection. I will again talk about sulci and gyri, don't worry about it. But अभी तुमको क्या समझ देखा? We have got sulci and gyri. Okay. So this is the brain, and our brain is being covered with various coverings. The first covering that happens to the brain is called as pia mater. What is called as pia mater? Pia means what? Pia. Pia means delicate. The word is so beautiful. So who says a delicate is called as pia mater. And this pia mater is very vascular. It is richly supplied with the blood, and the pia mater and brain. Pia is always very close to his other pia. So they are made for एक दूसरे के लिए. Pia will what will do? Pia will go into each and all the sulci and gyri के सबके core. It is very intimate, it is very close. And pia mater will goes into the all the depression of the brain. It is very closely adhered. And this is called as pia mater or pia mater. Pia means delicate, matter means mother. It is a delicate mother. And we all know that when you are a kid, your mother, she protects you from everything. Since your birth, she will always try to protect for every small thing. So matter means a mother. So pia mater is nothing but it is a delicate layer of a mother, and it is very, very vascular. So first layer of the brain, which is very intimate, which is very close to the brain, is called as pia mater. After pia mater, there comes a layer which is loosely attached, and this loosely attached layer, you can say, for example, you just draw here. Next time you get some colored chalks. This can be like this, which is very close, is called as a pia mater, and outside the pia mater you have got one more layer, and this layer is called as arachnoid matter. This is called as arachnoid matter. This arachnoid matter is not at all vascular. Pia mater is highly vascular. Arachnoid matter is not at all vascular. And this arachnoid matter is a very important layer of the brain, because this arachnoid matter has got projections. It has got projections, and these projections, they are called as tuberculae, and this projection give a name called as an arachnoid, means projection, and matter means mother. So it has got a projection. Likewise, have you seen in time of foam? फोम का बीज देखा है, जैसे फोम को अगर तुम देखोगे ऊपर से, तो ऊपर से प्लेन होता है, नीचे से उसको खड्डे होते हैं. Same way, like it has got, and what, why this, why I am talking about the foam? Foam is there कई बार तुम पैकिंग के लिए आजू बाजू में फोम लगाते हैं, फोम वगैरह क्यों देते हैं? फोम क्यों लगाते हैं? क्योंकि इट एब्सॉर्ब द शॉक। अगर वो कोई गिरता भी है, जैसे तुम लोग कोई मूवी में देखते हैं, हीरो ऊपर से 5वें माले से कूदता है नीचे, उसको कुछ नहीं होता है। हम लोग इधर से कूदेंगे तो कि हमारा पैर फ्रैक्चर हो जाएगा, हम कूदेंगे नहीं, बात हो रहा है। बट इन वाइड व्हेन इट डज द सच स्टैंड, देयर आर ह्यूज शीट्स ऑफ फोम्स आर बीइंग केप्ट बिलो एंड ही जंप्स, एंड व्हेनेवर ही जंप्स एंड ही इज अश्योर्ड कुछ नहीं होगा, इतना सारा फोम है, नीचे गिरा तो मक्खन की तरह उठ के खड़ा हो जाएगा। दिस इज बिकॉज द फोम हैज गॉट अ कैपेसिटी टू एब्सॉर्ब द शॉक। And this tuberculae, what does this tuberculae do? The tuberculae are made to absorb the shock. Yes, so many. Right now I just gave a. क्या मुझसे शादी करोगी? Typical 3 टाइम का झटका. You see that typical soaps in on the television. So when you do it 3 times, have you tried this? Just thought of it, कितना जर्स लगा होगा ब्रेन को, but nothing is gone wrong to my brain because there are these tuberculae, and this tuberculae they absorb the shock. So second layer is of arachnoid matter, and arachnoid matter is called because it contains so many tuberculae, and these tuberculae they does what? They absorb the shock. After arachnoid matter, there comes one more layer that is called as dura matter. नाम एकदम जबरदस्त है, dura matter. Dura means which is the toughest. The most toughest layer among the 3 is the dura, and dura matter is again non-vascular. So the outer layer here you get is called as dura matter. Dura means tough, matter means mother. The toughest layer among the 3 is called as dura matter. Right. So अभी तक हमने क्या पढ़ा कि हमारा ब्रेन है, हमारे ब्रेन को खुदा ने एक स्पेशल टाइप ऑफ कवरिंग दिया है ताकि हमारे ब्रेन को बार बार शॉक नहीं लगे, और हमारे ये लेयर के अंदर एक स्पेशल फ्लूइड मूव होते रहता है, और वो फ्लूइड तुम्हारे ब्रेन को एफर्टलेस बनाता है, उसको वेटलेस बनाता है, वेट को महसूस नहीं होने देता है। और सिर्फ वो फ्लूइड सिर्फ वेट को महसूस नहीं, बट इट सप्लाइज सो मेनी न्यूट्रिएंट्स दैट विल स्टडी सब्सिक्वेंटली। और ये सारा फ्लूइड ये ब्रेन के अंदर भी है और ब्रेन के बाहर से भी है, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज CSF और सेरिब्रोस्पाइनल फ्लूइड। बट ये सेरिब्रोस्पाइनल फ्लूइड इसको अंदर के इसका रोटेशन जमाए रखने के लिए एंड टू प्रोटेक्ट आवर ब्रेन, गॉड हैज गिवन अस 3 टाइप ऑफ स्पेशल कवरिंग राइट फ्रॉम योर ब्रेन टू स्पाइनल कॉर्ड। सिर्फ ब्रेन पे नहीं, ब्रेन से लेके तुम्हारे पूरा स्पाइनल कॉर्ड को एक कवरिंग दिया है। और these are 3 different layers. The first layer is called as pia. Pia means delicate, and pia matter जो है वो ब्रेन के साथ एकदम इंटीमेट है, एकदम मतलब छोड़ेगा ही नहीं ब्रेन को. They have got a lot of affinity for each other, and it practically it invaginate each and every sulci and all the depressions of the brain. And pia matter is very very vascular. After the pia matter, there comes another layer which is called as arachnoid matter. Arachnoid matter is a layer which has got arachnoid means which has got tuberculae. प्रोजेक्शन से उसको बहुत सारे ऐसे प्रोजेक्शन से, अगर तुम उसके क्रॉस सेक्शन पे देखोगे तो ये इस तरह से तुमको दिखेगा ऐसे, मतलब इट जस्ट गिव्स अ कुशनिंग इफेक्ट. इट प्रोटेक्ट द ब्रेन फ्रॉम ऑल द जर्क्स. So you have got arachnoid matter, and after arachnoid matter, this layer is not at all vascular. Then comes the dura matter. Dura matter is outermost covering. This is also very loosely attached. Arachnoid matter is like what you wear a palazzo, nothing in a fitting. पैजामा पहन लिया बस, वैसे पैजामा पहना हुआ है. But pia matter कैसा है? It's a very skin fit dress, as if you are wearing a pencil jeans, which is very tight to your body. that is pia matter. Plazo will be your like an and then if you wear a coat, a tough coat just to protect from the weather or just your sun coat, that will be your dura matter. Or dura matter has got two type of layer. Dura matter is made up of what? Two type of layer. ये सारे एक ही तरह से, don't get confused. Now dura matter को क्या होता है? Presuming that this is your brain, right? ये तुम्हारा ब्रेन हो गया. ब्रेन के अंदर कौन सा पहला लेयर कौन सा आ गया?
पाया मैटर.
पाया मैटर के ऊपर कौन आया?
एरेक्नॉइड मैटर.
Then it came arachnoid matter. और arachnoid matter के ऊपर कौन आया?
ड्यूरा मैटर.
ड्यूरा मैटर. अब मैंने तुमको क्या बोला कि ड्यूरा मैटर is made up of two layers. So what is two layers are like? These two layers are one or before that. ड्यूरा मैटर अगर इसके ऊपर इधर क्या होना चाहिए? ड्यूरा मैटर के ऊपर क्या रहना चाहिए?
स्किन.
खोपड़ी, स्कल. स्कल बोन है. स्कल बोन के ऊपर क्या है? स्कैल्प है. स्कैल्प के ऊपर क्या है? हेयर है. मतलब तुम इधर से देखोगे तो पहले बाल दिखाई देंगे. बाल को तुम हटा दोगे, उनको स्कैल्प दिखाएंगे. स्कैल्प के वेरियस लेयर है. स्कैल्प को भी हटा दोगे तो तुमको यहाँ पे बोनी वॉल्ट मिलेगा. और जब बोनी वॉल्ट को हटा दोगे तो तुमको पहला लेयर दिखेगा. वो कौन सा है?
ड्यूरा
मैटर का मिलेगा. और ड्यूरा मैटर है दो लेयर. दो लेयर मतलब ऐसे दो लेयर है और ऊपर वाला लेयर है इज कॉल्ड एज एन पेरियोस्टल लेयर और एंडोस्टेलियल लेयर. मतलब जो बोन स्कल बोन को एकदम सटिक के लग के है, जिसको एकदम चिपक के है, उसको बोला एंडोस्टेलियल लेयर. और दूसरा जो लेयर है उसको बोला हमने मेनिंजियल लेयर, क्योंकि ये किसके पास है? कौन सा दूसरा लेयर है इधर? एरेक्नॉइड मैटर है. तो इसको हमने क्या बोला? मेनिंजियल लेयर. मतलब ड्यूरा मैटर, ये इतना ड्यूरा मैटर है. ऊपर का एंडोस्टेलियल लेयर और नीचे का है मेनिंजियल लेयर. जब तुम देखोगे इस तरह से तो यू कांट सेपरेट. देयर इज ऑलवेज अ पोटेंशियल स्पेस. तुमको ये स्पेस ऐसे दिखाई नहीं देगा, बट ये स्पेस व्हेन यू गेट एन हेड इंजुरी, व्हेन यू गेट अ ट्रॉमा, या टेम्पोरल बोन पे तुम्हारे इंजरी हो जाती है, तो ये जो लेयर है, ये लेयर के अंदर ब्लीड आने लगता है. सो यू हैव गॉट लेयर के ऊपर में ब्लीड आती है, नॉट इनसाइड द लेयर. सो लेयर ऐसा है, ऊपर का लेयर है एंडोस्टेलियल लेयर और इसको पेरियोस्टल लेयर और नीचे का है मेनिंजियल लेयर. ड्यूरा मैटर हैज गॉट टू टाइप ऑफ लेयर्स. ओके. अब ये जो मेनिंजियल लेयर है, आई बिलीव यू हैव सीन अ मॉडल ऑफ सेरेब्रम और हमारे डिपार्टमेंट कोई एक लाइव कोई स्पेसिमेन देखा है? सेरेब्रम कुछ देखा नहीं. ओके. सो सेरेब्रम इज मेड अप ऑफ टू सेरेब्रल हेमिस्फीयर. ऐसे दो सेरेब्रल हेमिस्फीयर है, राइट एंड लेफ्ट. और ये जो सेरेब्रल हेमिस्फीयर है, these are separated from each other by a longitudinal fissure. किससे सेपरेट है? लॉन्जिट्यूडिनल फिशर से दोनों सेपरेट होते हैं. मतलब तुम ऐसे ब्रेन को ऐसा इस तरह से देख सकते हो, थोड़ा सा ऐसा नीचे करके. और इसके बीच में ये जो लॉन्जिट्यूडिनल फिशर है, इस फिशर के अंदर ड्यूरा मैटर का लेयर अंदर जाता है. कौन सा लेयर जाता है? मेनिंजियल लेयर. कौन सा लेयर अंदर जाता है उसमें?
मेनिंजियल लेयर.
तो देयर यू कैन सेपरेट इट. और फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अगर ये मैंने ऐसा तुम्हारा दो सेरेब्रल हेमिस्फीयर निकाला, ये लॉन्जिट्यूडिनल फिशर, मैंने मतलब क्या किया, ऐसा ऊपर से इसको क्रॉस सेक्शन किया मैंने. तो इसमें क्या होगा कि ये जो है पहले प्रिज्यूमिंग दैट ये है स्कल बोन. स्कल बोन को ऐसे एक लेयर चिपक गया है ड्यूरा मैटर का लेयर,